April 9th. And if you haven't watched my weigh-in video, go back and watch that. I did have a gain, which I expected. I have a plan moving forward. So I'm just leaving my tax guy, an appointment with him. It cost me some money to go see him, but also saved me a lot of money because doing my taxes by myself this year, I wasn't sure what to do with one of these forms, and I thought I was going to have to pay a bunch of money, and instead he's getting me money back. So, yay. So my mind is a little bit relieved of that. My taxes are filed. I don't owe money. So, yay. And what I'm getting back in my taxes will kind of help get me through this, what I'm not, make up for what I'm not making working at Walmart right now. So it worked out, even though it's gonna, like I said, it cost me some money, but in the long run it saved me money. So going forward, I had a 2.5 pound gain. I knew I was going to gain weight, and I was hoping for 1. I was kind of thinking it was going to be around 2 pounds. I was right. What did I do? How did I gain the weight? Well, first of all, I brought things into my house I had no business bringing in. Like, I brought a bag of white cheddar cheese puffs, which were delicious, but I ate the whole darn thing. I also had some candy that I had brought into the house. Stuff that I don't normally buy. I don't know why I was buying it. Not only was I buying it, I was eating it. So, and I wasn't being totally honest with what I was doing. I was tracking what I wanted to track. So I've decided going forward this week, I'm going to make it just this 1 week goal. And yes, I know Easter is Sunday, but Easter right now, no one's coming over to my house. I'm not going to anybody else's house to eat dinner. So there's no big dinner plan for Easter. I don't have an Easter basket coming. Anyway, going forward, my goal for the week is to track every single thing I put into my mouth and to stick to 23 points maximum a day. Now, I know a lot of you can eat weekly points and lose weight. I can't. When I eat my weeklies, I gain weight. And that's what I did last week. I ate all my weeklies. Now, I had weeklies left yesterday, or, Wednesday night. I had weeklies left, but not many. I mean, I blew through most of my weeklies. So, the other thing, I just can't do it. It's like my body says, no, you only need this much. And especially now, since I'm not quite as active as what I had been, as far as walking, I'm not getting as many. I'm getting maybe half the steps I was getting before. I don't need that many calories because I'm not burning that many. So that's the other thing too. I'm being very diligent in writing down my calorie counts. So if you don't know how to do that, it's on the app. You can scroll down after you put in your portion size, what you've had. You can scroll down further on the app, and it tells you how many calories that is. So that's what I do. I put it in, and then I'll scroll down. I'll write down the calories. And at the end of the day, my goal is to have burned off 500 more calories than I took in. So that's essential for me, especially now since I'm not, like I said, I'm not quite as active because I'm not working as much. And that's something, I'm gradually backing off on my work hours. I know I bumped them up for a couple months. Once I get back, I'm probably going to be working between 34 hours a week, hopefully, just from a financial standpoint for me. But then I'm going to start backing it off because I'm going to be fully retired again soon. Before the end of the year, before the holiday season, I'm going to be fully retired again. So, Anyway, so I need to bump up my activity a little bit, whether that means going for more walks, which that for me that's what it entails, because there's no way I'm not going. Of course, gyms are closed, and I'm not going to go to a gym. I wasted a lot of money on gym memberships that I never used, so I feel very self-conscious at gyms, and I don't know that I would ever get over that, and I'm not motivated enough to go. So I like going for a walk. There's some trails I want to hit. I was kind of hoping to go to a trail today, but it's too darn cold. Oh, I forgot I needed to get gas. Before I go home, I'll get gas. So I have a plan moving forward. I have my menu out on my refrigerator, which I hadn't had. I was kind of doing a daily thing. Well, I have a whole weekly menu up there now. Like, so that if something comes up, I can flip it around if I need to, trade off meals like I did today. I had something different for breakfast this morning. I was going to do waffles, the Kodiak waffles. I decided against that for a couple of reasons. First of all, my stomach has been kind of out of sorts since I started taking that penicillin for my tooth. And my original menu plan had waffles and some breakfast meat, Canadian bacon. I decided to flip it around to one of my lighter breakfasts where I have I just had yogurt with an English muffin this morning because it was lighter on my stomach. And the yogurt I think might help my stomach a little bit. And which it has. So my stomach feels better than what it did this morning. But it hurt. I mean, I don't feel nauseous or anything. I mean, it hurts. And I also didn't take that penicillin this morning. So I'm going to have, when I get home, it's going on 4 o'clock. It'll be 4 o'clock before I get home. All I've had today is my coffee and my breakfast. So I'm going to have another dish of yogurt and take one of the penicillins because I want to keep going, especially because now it kind of hurts over on this side where I feel my gland kind of swollen. My tooth feels much, much better. But, I don't want to stop taking it too soon. She told me to make sure I take all of the medicine. Wait, am I going the right way here? Oh, I don't want to go north. They've changed this intersection. I mean, I grew up here. I remember watching them build this bridge. But now they've changed the intersection here. So I get confused on where the heck I'm supposed to go. So anyway, I'm going to have another little dish of yogurt before I have my dinner. I have steak on the menu plan for tonight. So, but it's only 3 ounces. So, I think I'll be okay. And if everything goes well, I'll end up the day with, I think, 20 points. Maybe a little less since I swapped out that breakfast. That's the nice thing about having my breakfast menu up on the refrigerator is that I can look at it and say, well, if I don't have this for this ingredient or this or that, I can swap it out with another day. Because most of my meals have about the same amount of points allotted for each meal. Like my breakfasts are usually between 6 and 8 points every day. And, my lunches can range from, maybe 4 to 7 points and same with my dinners. So I can swap those out and not be too far off the points, So anyway, like I said, I have a plan going forward. I didn't really want to see another gain. I still am wanting to get to that 100-pound mark before the end of April. I have 21 days to do it. So that weigh-in today was kind of a wake-up call, like you better get busy. Now, yes, I gained 2.5 pounds. Last week I had lost 3.5. So I'm still a pound ahead of the game here in the overall scheme of things. But I'm not going to let that get into my head too much because I don't want to think that I can, play games anymore. It is really windy here. Yesterday it was 70 degrees. Today it's only 48. What a difference a day makes. So I was going to go to my storage unit today because I want to start cleaning things out. But it's a little bit too chilly for me, and I have white on, and I'm going to have to go over there in my yucky clothes to start cleaning. But I need to start pulling things out of there and bringing things over to the apartment. And I texted my son last night to see if he was actually moving on the 1st of June or if he's going to move out a couple days ahead of time. I'm trying to figure out if I can get rid of that storage unit before, so I don't have to pay the June rent on it. So that's kind of in my wheelhouse right now. But I haven't heard back from him yet. I talked to him a little bit yesterday about it, but he was concentrating on fishing. So, anyway, let me show you what I've eaten today, and then I'll be back later. You're not going to hear me because the wind is really whipping in my car. I'll be back to wrap things up. Right, this morning for breakfast I have an English muffin. I did not trim this one. 61 grams, that's 3 points. I have 2 points worth of butter on there. It's 5 grams of butter. And I've got about a cup of yogurt with some berries on it. That's all 0 points. Now I did drizzle 1 teaspoon of honey all over everything, all over my muffins and my yogurt. The 1 teaspoon of honey is 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points on my plate. 7, 8 for the 2 points of my coffee. So I have an 8-point breakfast today. For my lunch today, I'm having 3 ounces of chicken breast. This is my home canned chicken breast, 0 points. I mixed in 1 tablespoon of Miracle Whip Light for 1 point. Just topped it with some jalapeno and a cup of grapes. So that's a 1-point lunch. All right, this is my dinner tonight. I have some homemade potato chips, about 2.5 ounces. So I counted this as 2 points for the cooked potatoes. My sirloin steak is 3 ounces. It's trimmed and lean, so it's 3 points. My reduced sugar and sodium ketchup is 0 points. Everything else is 0 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for dinner. Well, it's snowing. Little pea-sized pellets of snow. I had not intended to go anywhere tonight, but found out that my son made a mistake on his food order from Kroger. He thought he was going to be able to pick it up tonight. Turns out he can't get it till next Thursday, and they are out of food at their place, so I'm taking him over a bunch of my canned goods. I mean, that's why I do it. So I'm going to run over there. I had a bag of potatoes. If I keep that whole bag, they're going to go bad, so I'll take that over there. I left a couple out for me, and so I'm taking some canned chicken and some of that canned brisket. So at least I'll tide them over till they can get to the store. Anyway, that's my night. I've done pretty good today on plan, except for I did kind of go overboard on the matzo. I had 1 cracker and then I ate some dough because I like the dough. I'll pay for it later because it's going to give me gas. Not that you needed to know that. So I'll count 3 points for the dough. The cracker I had was real small, so I was only going to count 1 point for that. It's probably less than a half of a serving. So 4 points total for the matzo. I'll take me up to it'll take me up to 25 points. So at least, you know, it's not overboard. I'm not going to be over at my son's long. I'll come back home, and I got some stuff I want to get done yet tonight. So face to face. It's more like it's going to be a window meeting where we grill on the car windows. I hand him a bag of masks, and that's going to be it. So anyway, I want to put the finishing touches on those masks when I get home tonight. So that's how I'm spending my time off. I did do a little cleaning in my kitchen last night. My kitchen needs to be clean again. I've been doing stuff. I made yogurt today. So, well, I started it last night. I started the yogurt. It's in the refrigerator, Greeking out now. It's my term now. Whenever I make Greek yogurt, I put it in the refrigerator for several hours to Greek out. So, and actually, when I get home tonight, what I'll probably do is I'll dump off the whey that's already drained out, put that in my container to put in the freezer, because then I'll save that for the next batch. So, and then I'll let it drain a little bit more overnight, and then I'll have a nice thick yogurt in the morning. So, my homemaker tip for the day: save your whey when you make yogurt. I only buy the starter yogurt, the little small containers of yogurt, the very first time I make a batch. After that, I just keep using the whey that I have. I'll feel like, a small cottage cheese or sour cream container size. I'll fill that all the way to the top with the whey. And then for my next batch, I'll use that whole thing. So, but I freeze it. I let it, after it's poured off, it's been in the refrigerator, it's poured off into the container, put it in the freezer right away. And it's still live active cultures, so it's good for your yogurt. You could use it for other things too. You can put it in a drink if you want. I tried dehydrating it once because I thought I'd be cool like that. That whey protein powder that you can get in the store that you spend a container this big, you got to spend $30 for. I thought, I wonder if I can dehydrate that. Doesn't work well in the dehydrator. I think you need a freeze dryer to do it, which I'm not going to invest in. So, but it was a nice thought. So, and I didn't want to put it in the oven because I thought it would kill the good bacteria in it. So, anyway, so that's what I'm doing tonight. Anyway, I'm running over to Andrew's house and I'm going to take him this. I got several jars, probably a dozen or so jars. Gave him some black beans, some red beans, and some green beans, and some grape juice. I think I gave him green beans. Yeah, some grape juice, chicken, and the brisket. So I'm going to have to stock up on chicken next time it goes on sale, because I've been using it and he's been using it. So next time I can get a good sale on ground sirloin, I'm going to stock up on that too and can it, because I really like the way I did ground chuck. I really like the way it turned out in a jar. It's so easy to make tacos. Of course, you can do that with any beef. I've still got some pork roast that I have in the can too, in the jar. For sandwiches, pork sandwiches. And I was amazed at how little fat came up off of that beef. So, and the pork actually. So, okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. I hope you've had a good day. It's still Passover, and for another week it's Passover, so I've been seeing notices coming up on my phone about the Monday, Thursday services beginning online. So we went to church every Monday, Thursday, the Thursday before Easter. The church always had a really, really beautiful ceremony. And usually on Good Friday, the churches in the community get together and do a joint Good Friday service. So I'm hoping that'll be live streamed tomorrow too. what's nice about them streaming it is that since I'm not home